motion.
Turning the body.
Range of motion
To the opponent
applies to your entire body, but in application we're talking mostly about it in the limb. So this is where our submissions come from, because your limbs can rotate and have range of motion in isolation, which means that as long as I'm keeping your arm in its own range of motion, right, it's not going to move the rest of your body, okay? Because I'm rotating it independently of the rest because it's in its own range of motion. As soon as I take this limb and I rotate it to its maximum range of motion, if I keep rotating it, in order for you to avoid damage to your joint, the rest of your body is going to compensate. And when that happens, because you're compensating, your posture will also change. Okay, so you're compensating posture to protect the joint. Okay. And all the joints do that, right? All the joints have a range of motion. So you can affect the center by taking something that's distal to it and just keep on rotating it past the point where it wants to go. Right? And the body just naturally does this. You don't have to teach yourself to do this. It's all stuff that it actually does. So by knowing the range of motion for limbs, right, for the average population, you might have some people out there that have crazy flexibility. But even for them, you go past a certain point where they're flexible, and they start to compensate just like everyone else. And everyone compensates pretty much the same way. So if you know the range of motion, if you know the limits of the range of motion, and you know how a person naturally reacts to being manipulated in certain ways, you can predict which way the posture is going to go, right? Taking that knowledge into account, now we can start using that to our advantage, okay? If I want to put you on your back, I'm not going to rotate you going forward, right? You come here because then I'm going to fight you coming back, all right? If I want to push you on the ground on your back, I'm going to rotate you. I'm going to rotate a limb into a range of motion where the natural tendency is to come toward me, and then I simply just help it on its way.